So, it's me again, Black Apple 101, having to do something philosophical and, deep as a quote. I'm probably going to fail at this again because I'm not that good at stuff like this, but I found something today that kind of gave me hope. So I saw a Chinese kid and a black kid wave to each other today. Made me feel good. Made me feel really good. Gave me hope for the future. Or another Rush Hour movie. Welcome to the Communicast. Yeah. When you expect me to find a quote on the fly that is deep and philosophical, we're fucked. Straight up.
Oh my gosh.
But if you expect me to find something funny, I could find a potential Rush Hour movie in the works. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Communicast, episode 41, the Pax South recap. With me is your host, Black Apple 101, otherwise known as John. Today is going to be a little weird because Ryan is sick and he's just kind of here listening to us.
He got caught up with Winter Storm Bucky. Just destroyed his throat and now he cannot speak.
You son of a bitch, Tori.
I had to. Why did they name it that?
I swear to God, Tori. You are this close to getting replaced. I swear to Christ. I don't even acknowledge him as my Lord and Savior, but I will replace you. Don't test me, Tori. So Ryan is sick. Sean is incapacitated for a little while longer. John is running late, and so we have a new guest of the show. Here, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tom. I met John at San Japan one year, and it was cool. So
yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we even go into further details.
Like I said before, my name's Tom. I like video games and anime, so I'm here to talk about that stuff and hopefully bring something interesting to the conversation. So that's me.
Cool beans. So this past weekend, John and I were at Pax South. Tori was there, kinda, sorta.
I only came for the party because I didn't have a badge.
She came for the free booze.
Free? Well, yeah, it was free on your end.
Tori, it was free because I paid for it.
One was free.
Now, whether you decide to get another drink or not is your alcoholic problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my high tolerance problem. It's like, all right, well, now that's delicious. Let's see if 2 will do anything to me.
You gotta get on my level, Tori. Get on my level when you drink.
Yeah, I chugged 2 drinks and then had a shot of Jack Daniels. And then it's like, oh, crud, my mom's texting me. I gotta go now. So it's gonna kick in when I'm in the car with my grandmother, naturally.
Just letting you know, when you said you double fisted 2 drinks, you immediately became a lot cooler. Just letting you know.
Oh, thank you.
So in pre-chat before you came in, Tom, Tori had said what does double fisting mean? And I'm like, well,
Don't Google that.
Kids, Google double fisting and show your parents, please. I had to kind of tell her what it meant, and I'm like, yeah, you're kind of cool. And then it kind of devolved to her calling me her John. So there was a weird conversation that happened prior.
I was trying to say my friend John.
Mm-hmm. But no, it was a Freudian slip. You called me your John. So and then she was talking about how she would have had the house to herself and me staying over. It felt really uncomfortable.
You were the one beckoning. It's like, please, I need a place to stay. I'm too fucked up.
Tori, I was drunk. I get desperate when I'm drunk.
I know you do.
I get desperate not to do something stupid when I'm drunk, which always happens that I do something stupid.
And
By
then
the
you
way,
leave rants.
I'm. By the way, goddamn. By the way, shout outs to the taxi driver Akiv for being the best taxi driver ever and getting me home in 10 minutes when it was a 20-minute drive.
Did you
So
call a
that-
regular taxi driver or an Uber?
No, I called it. Dude, Tori, my phone was dead, which is a stupid thing on its own because I had my charger all the time, but I just couldn't find it. Which, like, I swear to Christ, it was in my front pocket, but I couldn't find it. So I walked back to from the Sunset Station to Commerce Street where the hotel's at, and I'm like, "Can you drive me home?" Like he's from South Africa, so he kind of like I couldn't understand him. That sounds really bad.
No, I understand. I've had drivers like that.
So
You just have to guess what they're saying.
So I took the initiative to pre-write everything as to where I would need to be in a situation I got really drunk. So I pulled out a little note out of my pocket and I somehow tell him, "Here you go, take me here, please." He reads it and he goes, "Okay, I know where this is. I'll get you there in 10 minutes." He proceeds to drive me there. It was a 20-minute drive. I don't know what the fuck. I only pay like $20 some odd, and then he tells me he helps me to the door. Because I was really trashed.
Oh, that's so helpful. Maybe you should just have dog tags around your neck for every time you get drunk. So it's like, hey, I wonder who this guy is. Reads the tag. It says his name is John. And this is his home. And the number to call.
Just wear a t-shirt. Has all your information on there.
No, if I go anywhere this year, if I go to San Japan, I'll walk. I'm not gonna. Well, if I'm partying with Fred or the guys, I might need a taxi. Shit. But yeah, that's so far. But yeah, we're gonna do a little Pax South recap. John should be on in a few minutes, but I don't know where to start. Do you all have any questions about Pax South?
What kind of did you go into any panels?
I didn't. I don't want to discredit anybody, but the panels really didn't catch my interest. There was nothing really that caught my attention. I mean, there was only like one or two, but at the times they were going on, I was barely getting to the con because I was staying with two family members who live 25 minutes across town, and they don't wake up early, so I have to wake their asses up, make them take a shower, make them take a bath because they reek like stink. I don't want to go into details, but imagine two single guys staying in an apartment with having no girls and don't really clean their house.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sounds like paradise.
So I mean, it goes to say that the first day I got to their house, I was immediately grossed out, and I said,
Hello?
"Dude, there."
Did you?
Hold on.
Hi.
Hey John, we're already recording. When I went
Did
to
you
their
go
house,
into waifu mode?
I went into waifu mode and I started cleaning their house. I cleaned their house. I told them every day I would tell them, "Y'all motherfuckers can take showers because you reek." And they'd be like, "We took one. We took one last night." And I go, "I don't care. You need to take a shower." And on top of that, I bought them groceries and I cooked for them because they weren't eating properly. So, I mean, on Saturday I made them maple sausage, bacon, pancakes, eggs, cinnamon rolls, and coffee. So yeah.
Oh, it's a nice hearty breakfast.
But going back to the con. No, I didn't really do any panels. It was just like I couldn't find anything I liked.
Testing.
Thank you, John.
We can hear you,
Professor.
Hello.
We
can hear you, Professor. Professor, can you respond?
He can't hear us, I don't think. So
Okay. So
it's like a ghost situation.
yeah, he's a ghost. But yeah, I didn't find any panels I really wanted to attend. Me mainly, the one thing I wanted to do was hang around the expo hall and try to network with people. So,
Yeah.
which it turned out really good, and I got to play a bunch of cool games, and I got to do a lot of what I really wanted to do. I got to play a game called Super Fight, and tell me this, guys, who wins in a battle? A So my cards were: pick any movie character you want. He is split in half, so he's half movie character, half Robin Hood. But it had the quotations. You can choose any Robin Hood. So I chose Kevin Costner, and he has the power to control plants. So I chose Dr. Manhattan.
Ooh, Dr. Manhattan.
God.
And half Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you're
then-
going to have the equal amount of facial expression. None. Equal amount of enthusiasm. Like, yes.
Thank you, Tori. I lost in a battle against a 3-foot story Darth Vader who is handsome.
So, Darth Vader before he got burned, then?
No, we made the joke it was Kylo Ren. But it is still to my disbelief that God lost against Darth Vader, a handsome Darth Vader. But on top of that, there was a quote that, oh my God, that it made me cringe and laugh. The quote was, "Are people really solid objects?" And I'm like, because the argument was, there was a super fight going on between a person who can phase through solid objects versus a person who was was like a tank. And I'm like, well, and she's like, no, well, people aren't really solid objects. They're made out of water and shit. And I go, oh my God.
Are our eyes even real?
I'm like, we're solid. Please just stop. You're not going to win this. And I'm like, no, I swear. Humans are 70% water. I'm like, you're not going to win this fight. Please stop.
Are you fighting against Jaden Smith?
Yeah, there were some people. I mean, everyone I met at Super Fight was lovely, but there were some lines they were thrown. They were just like, I don't understand. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to argue? I mean, for fuck's sake, we have our Super Fight against Darth Vader turned to a dick contest. Like, well, my Darth Vader's three stories tall, and he has a bigger dick than you. And I go, like, Dr. Manhattan can become 6 stories tall and have a bigger dick.
And blue.
And
oh
blue.
my God, that no one would shut up about that when the movie came out. It's like, I hear in that movie a guy has a blue dick, and I was like,
I mean,
yeah. Also, Vietnam became the 51st state, and all of New York was obliterated. But no one remembers that part, do they?
But Tori, what about that?
Hello,
dick, that dick. John, hey, what's up, John?
It was a dick. It was normal.
It was a mighty fine dick.
It was a CGI dick.
You don't get to judge me. I liked what I saw, and it was a dick.
You can like it. I'm just saying it was CGI.
I mean, I didn't appreciate the fact that it was floppy, but
that it was just swinging. The rest of him would be like still, and then it was just like whoop, whoop, like a pendulum, like a grandfather clock.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I saw the movie in 3D, so I got kind of scared. When the thing came at me, I was like, no.
It's like Jackass 3D with the end where they shot with the huge dildo at the movie screen.
I mean, at that point, I had my mouth open. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but you know. But yeah, on Pax South. Any other questions, guys, before I go into my whole spiel about it?
No, not for me.
Tori, what about you?
About what?
Pax. Oh yeah, thank you, Pax South.
Oh, questions? No, I think I saw what I expected to see. Nerds everywhere, but nerds of every shape and size and color, which is not what I got at Alcon. There was only one type of nerd at Alcon.
Anime nerds.
No, okay. Normally tall, but translucently white people.
So you're with your people then?
I'm not translucently white.
You are almost just as white, Tori.
Nope. I'm olive toned. I'm a few shades darker. This is like
you know what?
Extreme white.
This is perfect. So I need to settle an argument right now. Thomas.
Yo.
How Mexican are you?
Depends.
This is not a racial question. I'm not trying to sound racist, but Tori,
No.
Tori is as well Mexican, and I'm Mexican. Tori's been whitewashed. She doesn't know a lick of Spanish. Do you know Spanish?
I know a lick, but not more than that.
No, I don't know any Spanish, so I'm not that Mexican, I guess.
Oh no.
I know.
I'm so sad. My heart got broken. Oh, never mind.
So,
I mean, you could talk to my grandmother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to explain to your grandmother why she failed at upbringing you.
What? She didn't.
Tori,
oh, no, that's a tough question. Yeah. She lived in my house for a long time.
Exactly.
So, yes.
So at Pax South, it was it was a great time. I mean, I have a few little complaints, but it's not really the con's fault. It's more like the people in the community. Where do I start? Pax South is in its second year. It's a great con. If you're looking for like a small, like, you know, just like a chill out thing, you want to go experience. It's one of those things you definitely want to do. My first day there, for Friday, I met Ross from the Game Grumps literally just at the entrance of the fucking con. Nice. And I kind of was like crying a little bit because I was like, it's the one person I really wanted to meet at the con. And, you know, it made it worse that when I was trying not to sound like a blubbering idiot, but I did. I was like, can I get autograph from you in a picture? And he, you know, Ross, he's sassy. He goes, well, I don't know. Can you? And I'm like, I love you. Please don't leave. So I got a picture with him and whatnot. And for the majority of Friday, I just spent the time, you know, looking around the booths, doing what I could, playing around. John? No, John's still dead. If you don't know, guys, right now, John is in limbo. He can hear us, but we can't hear him. So, yeah, it's kind of awkward. PAX South was pretty great on Friday, and I did what I wanted to do. I tried out Street Fighter V. I realized that I'm not good at Street Fighter V. I don't know. I'm not really into fighting games, but I like Street Fighter. But the fact that they had like the Capcom booth had the what's it called, the fight pads. I'm not used to playing on those, so immediately got bodied several times, especially by pro players that were there. Aside from that, I got to try a couple games. I got to play Killer Instinct, Super Fights, Party Hard. What are the other games? Oh, Speedrunners. Lobo with a shotgun, and a couple other games. And Nuclear Throne.
Lobo awesome. With a shotgun or Hobo with a shotgun?
No, Lobo with a shotgun. The game is kind of nifty, to where it has a VHS feel, and it's in the sense it's kind of like Double Dragon, where you're side scrolling, you're beating enemies as you go. And you're a werewolf with shotguns. I don't know how else to describe this game. I mean, it's for what it is. It was kind of cheeky and interesting, but I mean, I was like, I'm not really big into the style of games, so. Yeah. So.
Oh my god, that looks really cool. I just saw the GIF on the Steam page. It looks really cool.
Lobo with the shotgun?
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm just not big into that type of game. But yeah, Friday was mainly meant just like to go look around and see what I liked, didn't like, and then I found Dreadnought. So this might be a heavy Dreadnought talk, because yeah. Saturday was me networking, and then after I did networking, I kind of played Dreadnought the entire time. So I do need to say this now. In no way or form am I being paid to say this, nor am I getting any representation from Dreadnought, but I will talk about Dreadnought, because that is the one game I got the most time with. Holy shit. That's what I have to start off with saying. That game is good. Quick little thing. If have any of you ever heard of goddamn. Have any of you ever heard of or played World of Tanks or World of Ships?
No.
No? Tori?
No.
So
Nope, I have not.
So for me, it's the type of game I've always wanted. It is a kind of like a big giant dogfight type deal. If you've ever seen Spaceship Yamato or Yamato, fuck. Or if you ever played Star Wars Battlefront 2, it's basically you're piloting a giant ship and you're fighting in space. I don't know how else to describe that, but it's just big epic space battles. you have 5 subclasses of ships, and yeah, you just kind of pick according to your playstyle, and you just fight big giant other ships. I can't do it justice because it's an experience. Like, you need to go there and play it. I got lucky enough to go to the dev party because apparently I got good really quick, and they were like, "Oh, you're pretty good. Go to the dev party." And then and after that, I got to do some dev matches, showcase matches.
Oh, so that's how you got in. Because when you're like, "Oh, I'm at a private dev party," or someone told that maybe Professor, I was like, "Ooh, he's all exclusive and VIP now."
Oh, it was okay. So the dev party, the dev party was like it was invite only. If you didn't get invited, you couldn't go. But you had to have a certain certain number of plays, and you had to like have a certain score ratio. They were like checking everybody's little. So when you went to Dreadnought, they put you a sticker on the back of your badge, and they'd scan you, and every time you play, they'd keep you on record, and they try to get like the most frequent and most competitive players in this meeting.
Oh wow!
I think there were like 100 people at this dev party. So it was kind of small, but still kind of big. And yeah, so we got to go. I got to drink a lot at the dev party. I mean, a lot.
Wait, so at the dev party, like, did you still have to pay for the drinks, or since it's all exclusive, those drinks are free?
Well, I'm gonna incriminate myself so bad here. At the dev party, they gave you drink tickets. Yeah, it was 1 drink per ticket.
Okay.
But there were also minors at this party.
Oh.
And they were checking ID. So thank God.
Okay.
So the minors couldn't drink, and then I'm like, "Hey, are you gonna use your drink tickets? Because I'll totally take them off your hands if you want." "Oh, well, I don't know." And I go, "Well, man, you'd be really cool if you gave me one. And you know what? I'll give you a couple pointers on how to play this game if you really want to know. Because I'm 10-0, and I was just doing basic bullshit shit talk. So I'd get free drink tickets, and I'd go back to the drink table, put 2 tickets down, walk around with 2 drinks, look for someone who couldn't redeem their tickets, ask them for their tickets, and I think I got 10 drinks at the dev party before I was getting a good buzz. And then I'm like, "Oh, hey, Fred's calling me." So then I went to Fred's party. So it is to note that I did get to see Fred Wood, Michael Deviar, Levi Sutherland, and a couple other people from the band, some people from the bandcast, and some other people that Fred knows. I got to see Fred's boss, which was neat. I was also embarrassed because he opened a Coke that I gave him, and he spilled it all over his pants. I don't feel like a good job because I embarrassed myself. in front of like a really cool person. And
in front of senpai. That's not how you wanted senpai to notice you.
Well, I mean, fuck me, right? Because I happen to pack rum and cokes in my bag, and I go, "Hey man, like, how you doing?" "Oh, pretty good." Like, "Oh well, like, do you want to get now?" Like, I was like a fucking drug dealer. "Do you want to sound better? Do you want to be better?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "I totally have rum and coke in my bag. Do you want one?" And he goes, "Yeah." So I give him the rum and coke, and then I'm talking to a friend of mine, and he's playing Nuclear Throne. All of a sudden, I just hear, and I'm like, "Oh," "Oh no," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." I mean, he didn't get mad. It just happened, and I'm like, I still feel responsible. And Fred's like, "No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault." He's like, it's his fault, but I'm like, "No, it's my fault, man." Like, I should have.
Whispers in your ear, "It is your fault."
I swear I could feel Fred be like, "You son of a bitch, I'll fuck you up. I'll kill you." I got that vibe from Fred. I'm like, Fred senpai, please no. But yeah, we went to another party. And then that's when Tori came along to Sunset Station, and yeah, then I drank a gratuitous amount of liquor at this place, and yeah, it didn't turn out well when I ended up spending $200 at a bar.
Wait, okay, so the $200 was just at that bar alone.
Yeah, that bar alone at that night. I didn't spend anything at the Dreadnought Dev party.
Wait, how much was each Greyhound? Because I didn't see that on the.
That was list. It was $7. It was $7 per Greyhound.
Oh.
And I drank, not including the shots I bought y'all, which is $43, and not including your drinks. I think.
Wait, 43 for all of them?
for all 10 shots.
Oh, okay.
The girl
because
gave
I'm like, I know nothing about
the girl
Jack
gave
Daniels.
the girl gave me a deal.
Okay.
I think I drank 15 drinks, not including the ones I was given. I drank a lot. I mean, to the point where I had to take a taxi home. So
He didn't get to stay at my house because my house was full.
I mean, never mind. I won't say anything. I won't say anything that could be twisted because Ryan might get jealous. I won't say that we could have shared a room, but that would be really awkward. And
yeah, no.
So, Professor, what the fuck?
Yes. What do you mean? Yeah, sorry. I have a bad desktop. I think I've mentioned this.
Well, then you need to get a new one.
I do. I have a new motherboard, and I just got the grease and stuff so I can transfer the CPU over and stuff. So, yeah. No, I'm going to fix it. It's just, yeah.
You missed a lot of talk. Tori was telling me that Tori was saying that how I was her John, and that she wanted me to be at her house.
I misspoke. And I said, well, that could have been an option. Because you were there, Professor. You were there when he's like, I need a place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tori. Yeah, demonize me when I was my weakest moment when I was drunk. Yeah, that's so nice.
Okay, come
Well,
on.
no,
I'm not demonizing you.
Space. That was sensible.
But what?
Not something to be ashamed of.
I mean, so yeah, that's my Pax South for me was mainly just networking, meeting people, and having a great time.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything negative to say other than two things, and Ryan and Professor will vouch for this. One, the expo hall was a wireless bubble void. If you walked into that room, you had no shot of getting a message.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were in there just walking around, and all of a sudden my phone would be like, "How, you want to send a message? You're fucked, boy." I'd have to literally walk out to the tabletop area and hope to send a message to somebody.
Yeah, tabletop was a dead zone too, actually.
Really?
So that's what happened. Because I was trying to contact you guys, like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like,
yeah. Well,
are we gonna get together?
I had Sunday was okay. Sunday started working again because there was few enough people. But yeah, no, PAX basically killed the wireless. They don't have the wireless infrastructure that Austin does to support it. Austin's had South by kicking its wireless in the rear end enough times. They've gotten better. I don't think San Antonio can support something that size yet.
Well, I mean, other than that, I mean, I had no trouble in tabletop, but it also could be service providers. But what do you have, Professor?
I have AT&T. They suck.
Well then, fuck me. AT&T for me was amazing. Except for the fucking expo room, because expo was just like horribly oversaturated with other signals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, I do need to say this: people, please, for the love of Christ, take a shower. Oh my god.
It's like every con, though.
Yeah.
What?
I said that's almost every con, though.
Yeah, but there was a mighty stench at the con, which repulsed me so bad. I'd be walking around and someone would pass by me, and I'm like, ugh. Oh god.
Just actively taking damage.
I was dude. I needed to cast Holy because I was just dying. I just wanted to get like some like fucking Purell and be like, yeah, to people because
power of Christ compels you.
So have we started recording already? I just
we've been recording.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. All right, latecomer to the party. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, there was a mighty stench at the con. Like there was something like dying there.
Yikes. Okay, I didn't smell that.
Dude, you weren't in the expo hall. I had when I was in line with people, some people like just reeked, and I'm yet again. I'm not trying to talk shit about PAX, but people, please take a shower. Because I mean, you're around other human beings and people, and it's just like, no, I don't want to smell ass and loneliness when I'm going to a con. I want to smell nothing.
It's like you want to get away from home.
Yes, I want to get away from my cousins who smell like ass and sweat. But when I go to fucking PAX, I'm just like, no. It really sucked when I was in the Capcom line because that line was one of the worst.
Oh.
There were a bunch of sweaty weeaboos, and I'm just like,
and that's why Mortal Kombat is better.
No, stop. Professor, how was PAX for you?
Let's see. PAX overall pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't sell a single book. There was like 0 sales. for PAX. Basic assessment for PAX is it is not a convention. It is, or at least, it is South by Southwest interactive, but less expensive. You don't go to PAX, and handle it in the same way you would, like a normal con. Basically it's primarily geared towards people who pay the money to exhibit. You're not going to go in there and promote if you don't have a table, which is kind of disappointing. Given that the focus is on indie creators, you'd think they'd be a little more welcoming to people just on the outer fringes who can't afford a table yet. But no, their rules are set up pretty much to screw you over if you don't have a demo table. Which, well, at least now I know. So it's not really a place to go in and just try to make a name for yourself. It's not designed for it. Let's see. But I mean, if you have a demo table, the crowds are great. I saw several tabletop games had nice big lines for their products. I got to network with a lot of other developers here in Austin and San Antonio, exchange business cards. So that was good. Like I've been to South by. This had the similar atmosphere. South by is not a place where you try to find a job or a place where you try to show off. It's a place where you meet people and you talk. You have to be social. It's a social gathering more than it is a convention. Conventions have stuff to interact with. It's not super interactive. It's not a place where the fans contribute. It's very much a place where, top down dictating what you will experience. That's less of that organic convention feel. I was going
to say that's very true, because when I went there, the first thing was like I walk around and it wasn't like a convention where everyone's kind of like doing their own free thing. It's literally a business meeting for people. Yeah, people are trying to sell product and whatnot. So every time I go to a booth, I'd kind of be like, they would talk to me kind of formally. I'd be like, "Oh, I do this, you do this, and blah blah blah," and we kind of network. I mean, I have a couple people. I have a couple people I want to pitch, but we'll get towards that towards the end. We'll get that towards the end because I have no idea all my business cards when shit.
But yeah, no. Once I realized what the con was, and switched out of kind of I'm just here to run my game, and I started going to parties and started meeting people, then it started becoming more worthwhile. Now that said, I did get a lot of great feedback on Ice. I had one guy, he plays at the Magic Bean down in San Antonio. He's played a lot of games. He sat down, read the book cover to cover, gave me like a good 2 hours worth of feedback. I took notes, a lot of really good ideas for the game. So I got a lot of good feedback, worth its weight in gold. So that at least paid for it on the player front. And I think the networking that I managed to do on several fronts was also very satisfying. So I don't feel I wasted my money. However, I do wish I kind of knew going in what the feel of it. At least next year I will be more prepared. When I go back next year, either it will be two ways. One, I'll have a demo table. If the game is really polished, I'm going to get a demo table and use PAX to help get the game out. That's one. Or if the game's not yet ready yet, I'll probably just go in, maybe just bring minimal game stuff so I could run it if I needed to or someone wanted me to. But for the most part, just focus on lots of business cards, lots of bookmarks, promo. Probably work more with Haven Con, who's with the Diversity Lounge or one of those. Try to get an exhibitor badge so I can hand out stuff. Because, I have friends who get tables there. So I try to get one of those badges off of them. Would probably be a good move. So that'll be how I approach it next time. And I'll probably pay more attention to the parties. It's like South by, when you go bar hopping at South by, you are surrounded by some very, very powerful and rich people. And it's very fruitful to do that. It's one of the few places I go bar hopping. This is similar. You meet some very interesting people when you go bar hopping. So I'm definitely going to do that next time.
Yeah. For next year, I'm definitely going to be going. I enjoyed this opportunity a lot, except I might be staying at the Hyatt instead of staying with my cousins. I'm sorry guys, but y'all reek. It's a 20 goddamn minute drive back and forth, and parking is a bitch. So, but next year,
I think we
Professor,
might have an air mattress if all the beds are full.
Tori, I don't want to stay at your house anymore.
Okay, fine.
You literally said you don't want me at your house anymore. So stop sending me mixed signals, Tori. I don't know what you want from me. I swear, Ryan, edit. Like, I don't know. She's saying that she wants me now. She doesn't want me. Just help.
Ryan's not going to talk to you. He's sick.
Ryan, senpai, please help. Send help. Oh, okay. For next year, Professor, I definitely recommend that if we have the funds, I'll definitely help pitch in for a dev table, or demo table, so that way we can get you something in the expo hall, and then I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back, type of deal.
Oh yeah. I definitely would. I totally believe in helping others. Because I like it when others help me. I try to help in return as best I can. And one of the things too is next year I will be going for the indie game submission. I did not go for it this year because I didn't think the game was polished enough, and it was a good move. Next year, though, I think ICE is going to be in a state where I can go for the indie hall, and that will really help because the tabletop indie hall is a lot better designed than the video game indie hall. I was talking to a couple of the indie video game people. They're like, yeah, they kind of shoved us in a corner and didn't give us a whole lot. The tabletop side, though, they got front and center right next to the vendors. So they got tons of foot traffic, good eyeballs, very nice position for them. So the tabletop area was set up better. The person running it was kind of a pill. I did not like her. She was kind of disorganized, and because of that, she was under a lot of stress, and so she was pretty rude and unprofessional. I think it shows that you just can't just plug in just anyone to run tabletop. Speaking of someone who runs tabletop, it's like, yeah, she did not qualified for that position. Oh well. That's pretty much my only bad experience with staff, though. Most of the staff is pretty awesome.
I mean, I had no problem with anybody there. I enjoyed the con.
Oh yeah, there's several very nice enforcers who were very helpful. Like I would ask them like, where is this? And they're like, oh yeah, go that way. I'm like, oh, thank you, man. You're cool.
I am only really disheartened that nobody recognized Margarita Man, and I was like, oh. Everyone said, well, I won't say that. I mean, some people call me Jimmy Buffett, and I was like, oh, you're cool. You get a business card because you're a special snowflake. But aside from that, I was like, it's not really a cosplay con either. So
no. I mean, there were some video game cosplay. It's good for video game cosplay.
Oh yeah, but Jimmy Buffett is not appropriate. So
yeah. Well, when I wore my Aperture Science shirt Saturday. That got a lot of thumbs up. Being like, yeah, Aperture Science.
I mean, that benefits you. For me, it's like I really pulled off Margarita Man out my ass at the last minute. So I'm like, it's good for publicity. So I ran around like. I went. I mean, fuck me. Saturday was a nightmare because I could not find margarita glasses in San Antonio, which I find really surprising. How the fuck doesn't a Walmart have margarita glasses?
It's because you were looking for them. That's just how things work.
No. You mean okay? No, Tori, you're in San Antonio. When I think San Antonio, I think margaritas.
Yeah, by the Riverwalk.
Dick's didn't have them. And 5 other stores didn't have them until I went to one particular store on the very top floor of the fucking River Center. And they're like, oh, we only have 2 margarita glasses. And I go, I'll just take them. Whatever the amount is, I'll take them. But you know what? Shame on San Antonio for not having margarita glasses on hand for me.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they're nice. They're nice glasses. But it was just a shame that I couldn't find them on the fly. And I spent like a good hour and a half looking for them. Mm-hmm. So Tori, when I come up for San Japan, I expect margarita glasses on the fly for me because I'm going to be breaking some.
All right.
Any thoughts on Pax South for like in general, Professor, before we kind of like just move on or carrying on?
Let's see. Had a lot of fun. Met a lot of interesting people. Let's see. Managed to dodge the con crud, thankfully. Let's see. I would say. Yeah, the only regret I have is I had a lot of friends who went, a lot of friends, some of whom I haven't seen in sometimes 2 years, and I didn't get to meet them. It's like our paths did not cross. It was weird. It's like, man, okay. I was trying to coordinate something. I don't know. I need to coordinate better next year or something. I don't know. But
well, I mean, it would help
see DJ Cutman again after like 3 years was cool. I like him. He was fun to work with.
I do want to say it would help if the con had better service, but I did not know that was DJ Cutman. I was so drunk I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah, I realized it was him when he put on his helmet. I was like, "You're that DJ I worked with at InkyCon." He was like, "Yeah."
Wait, he had a helmet on? What the fuck?
Yeah, he had a helmet on, dude.
He didn't always
That was not
always
his
wear it.
hair. Yeah.
He swapped between a hat and his helmet because the helmet's kind of heavy and
Bulky.
hot.
Yeah,
So-
but still, what the fuck? I was at the same parties you all, and I did not see him wear shit.
Yeah, he wore his hat most of the time, and then he switched into his helmet now and then he then he took it off. So if you weren't looking at the right time, you missed it. So don't feel bad.
I mean, I was also really, really, really drunk, but
How drunk were you?
I don't remember how I got home, except I met a really cool taxi driver. So
Okay, that's pretty drunk. Are you sure that was a taxi driver?
yes, I am sure I have his card.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Are you sure it wasn't just a man with a yellow van? Being like, no, come inside.
Yeah, did you get
Tories?
free candy afterwards? Show us on the doll where he touched you.
Oh my god! I will not diss talk my new friend Akiv. He is an amazing friend.
Okay, cool, awesome.
He helped me to my apartment, which was 3 floors up.
Yeah.
Which is a feat because I'm a pretty big boy.
Yay. Yeah, I know.
I can kind of imagine that.
Do we want to talk about celebrities now, or wait off on that?
We can talk about celebrities. I mean, I met Ross and Holly
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes I got in, and then on Saturday I saw Pro Jared just while I was running to go to Professor, which yet again was a whole nother like I'm a blubbering fucking idiot, and I was just like, picture please.
Yeah, I wasn't much better. I got to meet Pro Jared. I got him the book, but I really I need to get an elevator pitch, and I really need to practice it because oh god, I flubbed it. But he took the book, so that was cool. I saw him later in the mall. I didn't say hi to him. He looked kind of busy. Never interrupt celebrities when they're busy. Got to meet Angry Joe again. I saw Angry Joe first at Wizard World. I got to meet Angry Joe again here. He was really tired, like super out of it.
I can imagine. He was walking around the entire day.
Yeah, he was slurring his words. He, like I mentioned Wonkos, he's like, oh yeah, I know Wonkos and stuff. Yeah, that's where I get him. I'm like, yeah, I know, you told me, dude. But
are you sure? Are you sure he wasn't drunk?
I don't think he was drunk. He looked tired more than drunk, I would say.
I mean, I look tired when I'm drunk too, but I don't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
True. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't want to judge. I'm going to assume he was tired because it was Sunday. So, he could have been up really late on Saturday.
Or hungover.
Yeah. But I got to meet some cool people. But yeah, those are the 2 celebrities I got to meet. And that was nice. I also, as I said, met some game developers too. And that's always fun. Austin's got a nice game dev community.
When I saw, when I saw Angry Joe, I was like, it was stupid how it happened. But, I was with Fred and we were talking, and then all of a sudden, we both kind of stopped because there's some guy in a black and white, in a black leather jacket with white stripes on the arms, walking around with a really badass 360 view camera. And it was a camera you literally hold up and it captured 360 view everywhere in the whole room.
Sweet.
And we're like, holy shit! And I'm like, Fred, look at that camera. And he goes, what? Like, oh my god, I gotta own that. So I'm like, oh, hold on, let me ask where he got. How much is that camera and where he got it? So I go, excuse me, sir. And he goes, oh, what's up? And I'm like, it didn't ping that it was fucking Angry Joe. And I go, hey brother, what type of camera is that? And where did you get it? Oh, well, and he goes on to explain, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, and I tell him, you look really familiar. Where do I know you from? And he goes, oh, I'm Angry Joe. And I'm like, God damn it. I fucked it up. I fucked it up again.
Hey, at least you were talking to him about something that wasn't just his show or talking about what a fan you were. I'm sure he welcomed original conversation.
Yeah, but that camera's expensive as fuck, so I'm not going to buy that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
He dropped like a 4-digit number on that, so I'm like, that's nice.
That's
don't
pro level. That's pro level.
like. I don't need my kidneys anymore.
Yeah. I was taking a look at. I was in Fry's the other day, taking a look at some of the audio equipment there. I'm like, okay, that's kind of expensive. Whoa, that's no. Okay, no. I'm comfortable where I'm starting from.
Yeah, I mean, I got to see him, and Tori, you're gonna be mad because there was 2 people who I could have seen, but I did never got a chance to bump into them.
Oh boy, who was it?
What if I told you Comic Historian was there?
Aww.
And Comics Explained were there. They were both there.
Aww.
Since Comic Historian is now affiliated with Polaris, he got to fly in to and do like hang out with the Polaris people, and I was like, I gotta see Comic Historian. I swear to God, I need to touch his butt.
Wait, the Polaris crew was there?
Yeah, Polaris was there too.
Oh man.
Dodger was there, but I never got to bump into her, and I forgot who else was there.
I'd be like, I need you to review Avengers Invaders.
No,
Even
stop.
though that's long.
No, he only reviews good stuff, so stop it, Tori.
It was good.
But yeah, he was there, and I got really bummed that I didn't get to see him because every time I try to bump into him, he was either leaving or he was like moving on out, and I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I have a huge respect for him, and it got really awkward because I got criticized by 4 of my friends who were with me because I almost cried when I saw Ross.
Well, were you still fresh from waifu mode with your cousins?
That was so Friday after I cleaned and made everybody wash their ass and shit, we were walking into the con and I see Ross and I'm just like, it's Ross, oh my God. And they're like, John, are you really gonna be a bitch right now? I'm like, it's what I really want to see. I had tears in my eyes. I'm sorry.
No, you want to know? SGC 2 years ago, I saw the completionist Greg, Gerard, and Alex, and I did cry. So you're not alone on that front. So
I mean, they're really cool. They're people who I look up to, and I really respect them, and I love their material. And I'm just like, I don't know how to react, and I don't know what's the appropriate behavior to do, except not be a douche or not be like a whiny fanboy. But I'm just like, I don't know. I couldn't handle. My body wasn't ready, and I was just like, friends. But yeah. Pax South, honestly, 10 out of 10 would go back. To anybody who got my card, if you're listening to this episode now, you're now cool in my books. If you're just checking it out because I put this as the Pax South episode, yeah, you're cool too. One thing I did get to try out, if I didn't say it was VR Tech, and VR Tech is amazing, although I probably shouldn't have access to VR Tech. Yeah.
Get ready. It's coming.
Now you're spoiled, and now you're like,
I got really spoiled. So the guys at, let me look for their card because at Level 2 VR, they are a local branch at San Antonio developing VR. I think their basis was off the Netgear, which is the one that works on the Samsung phone. So they're San Antonio virtual reality, SAVR, also known as Level 2 VR. And they had a neat little game where you'd you kind of like put the apparatus on your face, and it was like kind of like a shooter where you'd have like a bunch of hordes coming at you and you had to shoot them. It was neat. I mean, for what it is and for what I've seen personally with their other VR, it's not bad. These guys are doing a really good job, and they're developing it. So I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna discredit anyone's work because no one's perfect. But the game was nifty. It was fun. I enjoyed it very much. And I wish the best to these guys. They have a really good thing on their hands. That being said, don't give me VR Tech. Please, God. Do not give me VR Tech.
You can't handle that kind of power.
Feature.
What?
I said the Sword Art feature is coming.
No. Fucking Tom, no. I don't. It's not even for VR. It's for all the 3D anime girls. No.
You want to talk about 3D anime girls? Have you heard of this new cylinder? That's essentially like waifu smart TV technology. Mm-hmm. Called Gearbox. It's called Gearbox something. And essentially what it is, it hooks up all your smart devices, your phone. It could hook up your even the electricity in your house. And it has like a cute little anime girl in there that like talks to you and like, oh yeah, have a good day. And like when you're leaving the house, and it greets you when you walk in, and can change the TV for you and all this kinds of shit.
God, that sounds horrible.
So
that sounds
Tori,
like HAL 9000.
So Tori, whatever.
Except it's Hallie. Who is it? Like you walk in?
Hallie
Who is
John.
that? You're late from work.
The joke is like if you get two of them, one of them is like the tube next to it is going to be like shattered. It's like, oh god.
No. You can have two. Like one's the young, like spiffy wife, and the other is the old and wise one, the true wife.
Tori, do not promise me stuff like this, please.
The future's coming.
Tori, if I do this, I will like say goodbye, girlfriends. I will not need a wife, a girlfriend or a wife anymore. I will quite literally have my waifus.
But what about your legacy?
You hear that? I don't need that. I'll just spill my seed into a tube and put it into the bank, and hopefully. I'll ask Professor, give me a test tube, damn it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think I have one lying around.
Is it clean?
Just lying around.
Did you clean it? Would you clean it with proper stuff, or did you clean it with your spit? Tell me.
Oh, I would never clean something with my spit. Ew.
I mean, I don't know.
Not even your glasses?
No,
that's gross. That's gross.
Alcohol wipes.
See, at least they're sterile. Okay, Professor, give me a tube. I'm gonna leave my legacy in that tube, and hopefully it don't get mixed up.
Okay.
Goodbye, girlfriends. That's all I gotta say.
I just I linked the video, so if you want to take a look at that,
I'm already looking at it.
I will later.
I'm already looking at it, and I already feel like I don't need a girlfriend. It's like, well, 3D wife coming to almost real life. There's a lot of tech out there, and women are just getting more and more complicated to win over. So that may be a little misogynistic, but truth be told, I'm not a very handsome man. I don't have a lot to offer to the table. At least my 2D wife, at least my 2D/3D waifus will love me.
You have booze. You offer booze. That's actually a big plus.
Yeah, but it's like, who really wants booze? I mean,
a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of guys want booze.
No, I want booze, John.
Tori, no. Tori, no. On that note, Mike was like hunting me for liquor. Did you meet Mike or no?
I don't think I met Mike.
I don't remember if you met Mike. Yeah, Michael Deviere from the Communicast was like hunting me for liquor. I told Mike, I have plenty of liquor, Mike.
Oh, maybe I do remember that. I remember you was like, fine, and you like pulled something out of your bag for him.
Shh, Tori, shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, he purchased it from the bar.
I mean, I've already mentioned that I gave liquor out in public at the con, but
yeah. Hey, I mean, I had at some point 6 bottles on me.
I know, and that I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, what if someone thought this was a normal Coke bottle?
That's why I tucked it away.
Like that could have gone seriously bad fast.
Yes, I was very careful with it.
But
I actually ended up not trying any, surprisingly. But oh well, maybe San Japan.
You do realize that I was deathly afraid to drink at the con, by the way.
Oh, really? Why?
Because there was a lot of expensive technology, and if I fucked any of that up, sweet Christ.
Oh.
Especially a Dreadnought, because I was literally there trying to like play the game as much as I can and get to know some of the people there. And I was like, I swear to God, John, don't you dare drink at this. Don't you dare drink at the fucking table. I don't care.
Keep it down. Don't.
No, alcohol slowly moves into your mouth. It's like no.
No, it quite literally was like, John, I know you're thirsty and I know you want to drink, but you're at a professional fucking booth. If you spill a drop onto this keyboard, you are royally fucked. Like, you will not be allowed at this table anymore. Dreadnought will hate you. They will put you on the blacklist. No. And I'm just kind of having this fear. I'm like, but I'm really thirsty. John needs his Dr. Pepper and vodka. And I'm just sitting there. No, because there came a point where I was sitting in a chair for the first time after like 4 hours. And I was just casually drinking at line. And I put my vodka Dr. Pepper there. And I'm like, oh, this is the real challenge. Do I dare touch it, or do I just wait? And I stayed strong and I didn't touch any of it.
That's why you should get one of those backpacks that have like the water bottle in them. So you could it's easy access.
Thomas, no. You're giving me too many ideas. You're giving me the wrong ideas. You should be like, no, John, don't drink at a con.
No, John, don't drink at a con.
Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Like, yes, John, totally carry fucking the backpack with a little pipe straw in the back so you can just drink out your bag. It's not like I planned on doing it anyways, but yeah. So, trying to think of what else we could talk about because we have Pax South was really our main thing. It goes to say that Ryan and I had a great fucking shit, not Ryan. Ryan was in WizCon. Professor and I had a really good time there. I will say that next year we will be there and hopefully we'll have more to offer to the table.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a pass, even just for one day, so that
Tori,
I can actually play some games.
Tori, I will pay for your pass if you want to go for 3 days.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But under the condition that you don't call me your John.
I will not call you my John.
Or offer me an air mattress or ask for booze.
Ah, fine.
Tori, you're how old? You can buy your own goddamn booze.
I know, and I bought most of my own booze.
Yeah,
booze
but
always tastes better.
I bought like
when
half
it's
of it.
free.
yeah,
Mhm.
well, Tom, if you happen to hang out with me in San Japan, you'll definitely get booze because you're cool.
Yay.
Yay. Trying to think what else do I got? Berserk? Do you want to talk about Berserk, guys? We haven't talked about Berserk in a while.
I still haven't been able to watch it. I feel bad.
Professor, are you really pulling a Colleen right now?
Well, I'm not doing it because to stand out and be rebellious. I haven't watched it because I have been busy. I've got Ushicon this weekend, and I haven't finished the material for my 2 panels yet, which is very uncharacteristic of me because I'm normally done with that in advance. My problem is they didn't tell me I had the panels until about a month ago, so I haven't had much prep time. I was actually kind of expecting them to say no, so I was like, oh, okay, I actually need to put that together.
Well, Torg and I can do Berserk talk if you want.
Yeah,
go
because
right
I
ahead.
know the story, like even more than these 3 episodes.
I mean, yeah, well, just a quick, like a 5-minute Berserk talk, I guess. I mean, that would be the best thing we could do.
Okay.
So I've seen Berserk, the movies and the anime. Tori, I don't know what you saw.
Okay, I've seen bits and pieces of the anime. Like I know the ending of the anime, and I have one of the mangas. I think I have volume 3 because I got it at Half Price Books because someone unwrapped it. Because normally it's there in the plastic, but someone was bad and opened it so that little kids like me could see it. And so I know the story. Like I know what happens between I know what Griffith does to everybody, and how everything turns to shit.
Yo, Griffith did nothing wrong.
What do you mean Griffith did nothing wrong?
I guess you know what? I guess you could say the cat's got his tongue.
See what you did there.
But it is nice to see it from the beginning, to see like how it was actually framed. Like, okay, say you didn't know all these things. It's still pretty. The first episode really gets you interested. It's like, why are all these demons chasing him? Who's this Griffith he's talking about? And the fact that it starts with, oh, he's a big, like, muscled warrior, like an experienced warrior now, and then goes back to when he was younger.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Guts.
Oh, you're saying Griffith. I'm like, Tori, you're losing my respect, Tori. You know what? Just kind of jumping way ahead, and this is like spoiler material. I don't understand why the princess would let Griffith Well, why she join her side? Why'd she join his side? After all, he is a demon. But I don't know.
Wait, Griffith?
Yeah.
Wait, now? Like,
Yeah.
after the whole thing with the God Hand, and he becomes
he's a demon. He's a demon.
Yeah, I know he's a demon now.
Yeah, there's in the manga, like they established Falconia, and he's like demon, and Princess and the Pope are like joining his side, and I'm like, wait, what? Thomas, do you know anything about that?
I mean, wait, which Princess and the Pope? Because I'm at the part.
I was thinking of
reading the
Princess
manga.
Charlotte, and I thought Princess Charlotte liked Griffith, or at least.
Yeah, she does. It's supposed to be. I think it's Charlotte. Unless I'm getting everything confused. Ryan, can you confirm this by typing or anything? I think Ryan's like masturbating to like VR girls. Hold on.
Miku Hatsune has stolen his soul.
No idea. Hold on. Y'all, Tori, keep up conversation while I look up this. I got it fact checked.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see Griffith. No, not Griffith. I was going to say Guts and Casca from the beginning. Back when it was kind of like the stereotypical, like, oh, you're the new guy and I don't like you because you don't belong here. But like,
So-
she's going to fall for him and all that. But
She
it
was a
is actually
tsundere
going to be a
before
long,
that.
interesting. Yeah. But I do know that it's going to be like a very long and a very well developed story between the two. So it's not like, oh, she just instantly fell for him. It is a very slow, gradual relationship that builds, which is really nice. And then crushed just when it was getting good.
Well, Berserk is a tragedy. It's not
I
supposed
know
to be.
it's a tragedy.
You're not supposed to have a happy ending. Everyone dies, and then that's the end.
It's amazing.
I think Casca gets some of the worst of it. She
She
gets
does get the worst of it.
She
And
gets
then,
like
there's so much, like, yank the dog's chain where it's like, oh, she's getting better. And nope, there goes her progress back to stage 1 of recovery.
I mean, Griffith literally just took her to town.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, if you haven't read Berserk, it's to say that he did some stuff to her that wasn't good.
It was brutal.
Yeah. And the movie made it kind of really awkward because I read the manga first and then I saw the anime, then I saw the movie and I was like, I don't know. This is really wrong.
I just remember, okay, the manga is one of the most grotesque things I've ever seen.
Awesome.
But, like, in a very interesting way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
if that
like-
wasn't bad enough, afterwards, she's, like, wandering around, like, trying to gather her thoughts. And then, well, she starts cramping because she's going into labor. And then out pops the tiniest, deformed, 3-month-long fetus crawling and all that. Like, I don't know, it's weird because it's kind of alive, but it's kind of not. And the Skull Knight is like, oh, that would have been your kid, Guts, but it's corrupted because of Femto, who's Griffith. And I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Oh, and then it disappears. And then it's like, well, will we ever see the deformed baby again? Who knows?
Find out next time on Berserk. No.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, I don't know how to. It's a really good story, but it's just like there's a lot of stuff.
Well, I mean, like if the first page of of Berserk is like Guts banging a demon chick, essentially a
Yeah,
chick that
that's
turns
what
into a
happened.
demon. It's kind of like, okay, all right, I know what I'm in for.
Yeah, that's the thing. The first episode isn't nearly as brutal as the first chapter. Because then it goes into, like, the first apostle he has to kill. And then you get into that apostle's backstory. It's like, oh, hi, I had a lovely wife and family once. But then I came home, and my wife was in some cult orgy. And it just broke my heart. So I summoned... So the god hands came to me, and they made me an apostle. So I had to sacrifice everyone in that fuck pile. And now I have this power.
I don't
And
like
to the
how
next
you.
level, he has to give up the daughter.
I don't like how you threw the word "fuck pile."
It
Just
was a
casually.
fuck pile. Well, that's what it was. I'm sorry.
I guess, sorry if you really want to just get wrong and throw that type of terminology in here. I mean,
Have you seen that chapter?
Look, Tori, I don't want to talk about Berserk and how obscene it gets, but it's still great.
It
10 out of
is great. That's the thing.
10 out of 10, really good storytelling, and 10 out of 10, really good art, but don't throw the word fuck pile. It just makes it sound horrible.
I was talking to Mike about this, I think, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago at San Japan. And, he made the point of saying that JoJo and Berserk are really great in that they're not like a standard anime. It's really off-kilter. It has a really weird sense of humor, and it's just bizarre, But I mean, that's what makes both of those animes really great. Because
mean,
they're not like anything you've ever seen, right?
Yeah, all I gotta say is, if you find humor in Berserk, you gotta tell me where you found it. Because Jesus, I don't find any humor in Berserk. I just think all of it is like,
It's very dark.
I think it's fucking darker than my heart. It's darker than the coffee I drink.
I know it is the darkest thing.
I don't.
That's why I had to keep coming back.
I mean, if there's humor in it, you tell me and you point it out. Otherwise, I'll keep on looking. Because fuck, man.
I mean, if you want dark, you can also read Asayami Poon Poon. I think that's what it's called.
The fuck is
Asayami Poon Poon?
Thomas, don't go full Fred. You never want to go full Fred.
No, you know what? I'll go full Fred.
Okay, so what is Asayami Poon Poon or Poon Poon?
I've only read the first 2 chapters of it, but it's. I'll just say this: it is one of the most depressing mangas you'll ever read. So if you want dark, go ahead and read that.
Hopefully I spell it right and don't get like something weird.
Yeah.
How do you spell Asayami? Because I'm spelling Asayami. Hold on. Okay, because I can't spell Japanesey. I spelled that really wrong. Oh well, I'll check it out. You know what? Fuck it, everybody. That's our homework. We gotta watch. We gotta read this.
Oh dear.
So yeah, that's homework, guys. No backing out, especially you, Professor, because you dropped the ball.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. I haven't been watching a lot of. There's a lot of TV I haven't been watching. I'm still behind on Agent Carter, for example. I did finally get to the second episode. Thankfully.
Oh, yay! You got to the second episode, so we can talk about those two, the season premiere.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to mention: Supergirl. Remember how we were all like, "Hey, how did Wynn come up with Supergirl's outfit so quick? I mean, what is there in his background?" They finally answered that in the show. They finally plugged that plot hole. Though they could have done it a little better. It turns out he is the son of Toyman. So that's why. And as people who know the comics know that the son of Toyman becomes the next Toyman. So Toyman is someone who has super genius in material sciences and creating novel things. So that's why he is the son of one of the super genius villains of the DC universe. That's how he knows.
Oh.
But he's not himself.
Oh my god, my sister's gonna have a fit if I tell her, hey, guess what? Jeremy Jordan is evil in this, because she loves that actor.
Oh no, he's not bad. He's the son of
bad.
the Toyman, but he becomes, I think, well, I don't know. He might be fated to become evil, but I know there's like 3 different Toyman, and one of them is the son of the first Toyman. So I forgot if he becomes evil or good. At least one of the Toyman villains are good, or actually become good, but I forgot. Anyway. But yeah, they at least plugged that hole, and we got Bizarro Supergirl in the last episode. That was fun. The wire work still sucks, but the episodes themselves are pretty good now. Like you can get through it. It's not Arrow Flash good, but it's pretty good now. You can watch it.
Or decent, or Legends of Tomorrow good. It is actually the lowest scoring show right now in terms of DC shows.
Supergirl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It started rough. It started real rough. And every episode that goes by, Ally McBeal, what's her name again?
Cat
Callista
Grant.
Flockhart? Is that her name?
Yeah, Callista Flockhart.
Yeah. Every episode that goes by, man. Like, at first, I thought she was okay as Cat Grant, just kind of mistyped. But the more it goes on, and the more they try to play up Cat Grant's comic character as a sex symbol, because in the comic, she's like a super sexy rival to Lois Lane.
I didn't get that idea at all.
It's bad. It's bad. Like, the character of Cat Grant is good. The character they have. Callista Flockhart is absolutely awful at portraying that type of character. They should not.
Yeah, I thought she was just trying to be like a Miranda Priestley type,
Yeah,
the Devil Wears Prada type boss.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's actually still supposed to be pretty young, and she's still supposed to be like hot, turning people's heads and things. So she's supposed to be like a hot, young 40-something, maybe upper 40-something, but it's like one of those where you're like, she's a cougar, that kind of deal. And Callista Flockhart is not. Like her face is just all kinds of messed up. It's like there is no attraction there whatsoever. It's like, oh my god, no.
Well, it's enough for Harrison Ford, I guess.
Yeah, but they're still playing the character as she is in the comics, which is, she can seduce men and stuff like that. Not happening here. Like, Calista Flockhart does not look like a seductress.
She does not.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So yeah. But yeah, she's pretty much the weakest point in there. And I mean, other than the Jimmy Olsen change too, which is like, I just try to think of him as like, he's not Jimmy Olsen. He's like some other alternate universe Olsen. Like, this is clearly not the main universe or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. At least Martian Manhunter has gotten some good screen time. Like they've explained. So why does the Manhunter hide? Why doesn't he use his powers a lot? Because if he does, he attracts attention from the White Martians, which are a thing. They've set up the White Martian invasion plotline, which is nice. So that's cool. So they've done some good things with the show. I'm happy I stuck with it. But yeah, Legends of Tomorrow. Oh my god. We haven't talked about that one yet, have we?
I haven't had a chance to really look into it, quite honestly. So.
Oh darn. Okay. You need to watch it. It's basically Rory is the Doctor, and he has DC characters as his companions.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's good.
No spoilers.
I know. I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, that was all in the promotional info right there.
Hey, Ryan, spoiler alert, Hawkman's a character. No, still no reaction. I am surprised. Other spoiler, Hawkgirl's a girl too. So
yeah,
Hawkgirl's a hawk, so.
Well, I'm not going to spoil stuff. Anyway, stuff happens in the first 2 episodes. I'm not going to spoil it. There is some change ups to what we were led to believe. I won't spoil.
So do you have to be caught up on Arrow and Flash to watch Legends of Tomorrow?
It can help.
Not really.
In terms of,
or do you just have to? If I know these people, then I can get it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like I'm not caught up, but I know who Hawkman is. I know who Hawkgirl is.
Yeah. I will say, they alter Vandal Savage's origin, and Hawk is altered in this one. Vandal Savage is not a Neanderthal who gained immortality through a meteorite. He is, and this isn't a spoiler because it was already an Arrow. He is actually linked to Hawkman and Hawkgirl. So they took the mythos of Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and they tied Vandal Savage into that. So that's a big change to his character.
Which history are they taking out? Are they taking the one where they're from Themyscira, or are they just taking the one where they're just 2 crime detectives or 2 people who are just impersonating hawk deities and just like fighting crime?
Hawkman and Hawkgirl are reincarnations of Egyptian royalty.
There we go.
Hawkgirl's a priestess, and Hawkman is the prince who loved her. And in this one,
so they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards, basically.
No.
Yes.
God,
yes.
Stop.
They're Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
No, Tori, don't you bastardize my fandom.
I love them. I'm just thinking
Tori,
that's a funny coincidence.
Tori, I can bastardize anything you want, but the moment you bastardize DC is when we draw a line in the sand.
On the flip side, none of the 3 are pharaohs. So there we go. Although if they stop by a futuristic ruined city, maybe there'll be card games on motorcycles. Who knows? I know.
You know what? This is just as bad as the fucking stupid chat conversation we had about fucking Winter Storm Bucky. Fuck you guys.
Oh, I posted a picture of it on the page.
I saw. It doesn't help that it's in the shape of a dick.
Yeah, I know. If it lasts longer than 4 hours, see a doctor. Ah.
Oh god.
I mean, that's what I would explain. Right, Ryan's so sick he just can't talk because he got so much of the icy experience that is Winter Storm Bucky.
Bucky is standing at attention.
Oh God.
Brian, when you post up this episode, just take any liberty to either use the fucking image we have or use my VR image. I don't care. Or you know what? Just put that image right in my face. I do not care anymore. just have at it. Have fun. Don't use the splash image. I don't care anymore. I am quite literally done right now. I've been done since last night.
Yeah. Are you still tired from Pax South?
Hell yeah. It doesn't help that I was super hungover Sunday, and then I drank Sunday still.
Oh,
Because well,
you
long
gotta
story
stop.
short, fuck you.
No, I mean there's a point where it's like let the body heal, man.
There's a point where I let the bodies hit the floor, so that's
Oh,
how I
all right.
respond. No, it's because on Sunday after the con, I was recording Let's Plays with my friend Andres. He has a small Let's Play channel where he plays a lot of horror games, and we were playing Five Nights at Freddy 4.
Ah, nice.
Fuck that game, by the way, because the audio cues are bullshit. Because
it is difficult. Yeah.
No, because we literally I had some experience playing the Five Nights at Freddy games, but I never played part 4. And all of a sudden I'm playing part 4 and it's like listen for the breathing and I'm like I don't hear breathing. I put the flashlight on and I like almost shat myself. Like there's
sometimes the breathing's delayed and you do have to crank it up really loud to hear the breathing. No, that was something Markiplier kind of complained about. Is the breathing can be inconsistent.
We had the volume cranked up to max and we had like he had some really good earphones. It doesn't help that when we cranked it up really high, the scream is so loud that I had like a full like pansy moment where I kind of like threw the mouse at the screen and I covered my face and I was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, the jump scares in FNAF 4 are better than FNAF 3. FNAF 3, the jump scares weren't scary. Like Springtrap was just like, I'm coming at you. Okay, I don't get a sense of menace from you. You're just like coming to give me a hug. I don't know.
And then we played a Japanese horror. We played a game called Dreadout, which in itself is the glitchiness of the game was more scary than the actual scares.
Is that one with the big pig in it?
No, I don't think so. I only played about an hour's worth, but it's a game where you're the premise of the game is so stupid. You're on a school trip with some friends and you're driving in a van. You run into this you go into this abandoned city and you're like, where do we go? I don't know where we are. And they're like, what should we do? Mind you, there's no premise that the car has no gas or anything. So I'm like, just turn back and go. No, let's go to the abandoned town and explore. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all are fucking idiots. So instead of, driving back to where they came because they were looking for some other place, they go to the abandoned town and like a girl gets possessed by a demon and then shit gets real.
That's
wait, what game did you say? Was there a giant pig?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a pig. There's like a pig with like a human face in that game.
That was the game. There is. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I remember that because we exploited it. We exploited a glitch that you can get the pig monster trapped in a wall and he cannot follow you anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that game was not as scary as the stupid glitches and as where it'll freak you out because there's a point in the game where we're talking to this girl named Irma and we blocked her in her walk path and she bugs out and freaks out and we get thrown across the building and we wind up in a room we're not supposed to be in and we're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And we were kind of panicking because there was a ghost monster in there. We're like, what? We didn't know what to do and the game crashed on us. So it crashes with this fucking ghost face and we're just like, did we fuck up or is this something going on? We were kind of like freaked out. So we just we restart the game and it reboots to where we were and I'm like, oh, like I don't know. We were both kind of scared at that point, and it was like 3 a.m. and we were both really drunk. So yeah.
That's cool.
Can we talk about Agent Carter really quickly, like the 2 episodes?
Sure.
So, John, how do you like the new character? The new Dr. Jason Wilkes, Peggy's new love interest.
Interesting. Let's see. Spoilers or no spoilers?
Spoilers, because you've seen the first 2 episodes. Yeah, it's been out for a couple weeks.
I'm wondering what happened to him at the end of the 2nd episode. I kind of don't want him to just go away like that. I mean, I know they're setting up the main villainous with it. Let's see. We know that the big bads here, they're basically tying the flashback is going to give us some more backstory on what season 3 of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been about, which is the monolith, Hydra's origins,
Zero matter. Well, that's what they're calling it, zero matter, but it looks like it's the monolith stuff.
Yeah, or a piece of the monolith. I don't think the zero matter is the monolith, because look at how liquidy it is all the time. Whereas the monolith was stable and then just turned into liquid now and then. So it seems to be a bit different, but possibly related. Should be I wonder if they like tried exploding a nuke over the monolith and that's what produced the zero matter or something like that. I hope we can find out what the link is. Or basically the creators are like, hey, we've got this cool effect of inky black thing. Let's use it again. I'm also still hoping, one of the unresolved plot lines from season 1 of S.H.I.E.L.D. was Graviton. They had the guy get sucked into this, again, another like inky pool of shimmering stuff. That seems to be a common thing in S.H.I.E.L.D. And then you see his hand pressing out at the end of the episode. So he's still alive in there. And we know that guy becomes Graviton, which is one of the more powerful villains. So they haven't resolved that yet. We don't know where he ended up. We know Hydra got their hands on him. But what happened? We don't know yet. Should be interesting. Oh, no, they gave it to that business guy. They gave him back to the business guy. And actually, what happened to him? Huh. Yeah, there's still some unresolved plot lines on S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm wondering...
Yeah, right now, I think Inhumans happened. It's like, we can't deal with normal people anymore. They're, like, so busy. Oh, and they're incredibly understaffed now at S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. But it's nice to see some backstory here on the NASA trip that sent someone to the other planet. It's nice to see, like, an early version of Hydra. Like the post World War II American
one of the splinters of Hydra. Because that's what I was confused. Because I'm like, okay, well, when they showed us the symbols, they showed us an evolution. But the Hydra that we know was formed in the 40s. So what's this other group that's not quite Hydra, but for them...
It's like the parent of Hydra. Hydra's mama.
Have they
Okay.
Have they established advanced idea mechanics yet or not yet?
No. AIM has not been established. The Roxxon Corporation has been established.
Wait, I thought in Iron Man 3, like, he started AIM in 1999.
No.
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Right.
Isn't AIM an evil organization though?
Yes. They basically used the name AIM in Iron Man 3. That's right. They basically
also stole the name Mandarin, so maybe they're both like, hey, you used our name and we don't like that very much.
Yeah.
Imposter.
Well, we know that the guy who called himself Mandarin in Iron Man 3 was not the actual Mandarin. They did it. They have established in the little shorts that there's a real Mandarin, and he hasn't shown up yet. So that'll be fun. So hopefully that'll pay off here at some point. But they've established Roxxon, and Roxxon has done some stuff. So hopefully we'll get something from there. Yeah, that's right. AIM was developed as a throwaway in Iron Man 3, which sucked. They couldn't figure out what villain to throw in Iron Man in number 3. Let's see. But the parent organization here will be good. This will be good. Yeah,
we've also got just carrying over from season 1 of Agent Carter. We have Dottie, who's a part of some sort of pre-Red Room, I guess. I don't know if it's the Red Room itself.
Oh, she's part of
like
Leviathan.
A Black Widow. Yeah, she's part of Leviathan.
Yeah,
but we saw her training, and she was trained like a Black Widow.
Yeah. The Dottie is the 1950s. One of the Black Widow graduates. Yeah, Black Widow was produced by the same program later on. That was something they established in Avengers 2. And that was the whole reason why watching first season Agent Carter was actually really important before watching the second Avengers, is you find out, oh, that's what Black Widow went through. Holy crap. You can't have kids. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's nasty. I would say second season Agent Carter is off to a better start than the first one. The first one meandered a little bit. This one, it's like, yeah, okay. This one's going pretty good. I like this. Sorry if I seem a bit disjointed. It's because we don't have any document stuff. I like knowing one of the...
We don't have a doc or anything. We're just really going off whatever.
The doc is old.
I think it's to say that we're all kind of exhausted, except for Thomas and Tori. But I'm exhausted. I'm still exhausted.
I'm still a little tired.
Let's go ahead and just go mosey on towards the end. I do want to make a quick statement. With the recent news of the Fine Bros, I just want to say this and let this not be mistaken.
Oh, right, I heard about that.
Tori, let me say this. Fine Bros, fuck you. Fuck you for what you're trying to do. Fuck you for trying to monetize on React videos and making them only yours. And fuck you for trying to copyright anybody and sue anybody for doing reaction videos. You know what? Fuck you, and anything you get afterwards is your fault. Fuck you. I just had to say that because when I saw their announcement video, I just had so much fucking hate for them.
Oh,
They're already rich. They're already rich as it is, and they've been monetizing, making so much money off their fucking content. And then for them to be so fucking ballsy and to have the audacity to try to monopolize on all reaction videos and make it their own, and try to say that if you make something without our consent and try to make a try to use our formula, that we're gonna just say, you know what, fuck you, we're taking your money. So the essential premise was you work under them and you give them money to make a reaction video. Fuck you, Fine Bros, for doing that. Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay, I actually had not heard about this controversy until just now. Whoa. Okay.
It's kind of like when King tried to license the word candy in any of their apps.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
So, I mean, it comes and goes. And it's like Nintendo or some game company tried to copyright Let's Play. So, it blows over eventually. People are just going to blow their ass up no matter what. So,
yeah. I just felt really enraged because I'm like, they I don't know, Thomas, what are your opinions on it? But I just felt really enraged that they had the audacity to try to do that.
I mean, like I said, it's happened before, and people kill it. And like I just looked it up right now. They announced a day ago that they're retracting that, so they obviously know they were in the wrong with that.
Well, yeah, it was a horrible business move, really bad business move. And then they have the audacity to like kind of go out and say they would they would try to go against anybody who went against them. That's horrible. At a business standpoint, they're not going to gain anything from it. But
yeah.
Let's finish this up with our last segment of the night. Let's do Will You Press the Button? As you know, the premise is will these guys push the button? We ask each other questions, or I ask them questions, and they decide whether they press the button. So, guys, will you press the button if you can shapeshift in any person you want, but you can never go back to your regular body?
Yes.
Will you?
No.
Wait, what was the first half?
You can shapeshift into any person you want, but you can never go back to your regular body.
I'm fine with that. I mean, so it'll just be me, but a different nose. There we go. I mean, that's really easy to cheat out of.
But are you shifting into any person? I mean, you're not shifting to a person. You're still yourself. So are you really shapeshifting? It says any person. So are you really shapeshifting?
Oh, they have to be an existing person? Well, I actually I resemble, like, me in my case, I resemble a few other people, so I could just shapeshift into them, but they're better looking than me, so there we go. I'll just shapeshift into a better looking version of myself.
See, my only question is, do I have their voice or do I have my voice by shapeshifting to them?
Oh, good question.
That is one, yeah.
Because if I could shapeshift into anybody, I mean, I'd be John Huston all the time for podcasts. I mean, that'd be the greatest podcast ever. I mean, Morgan Freeman's great. James Earl Jones is great. John Huston's voice is the best. I mean, if you don't know John Huston's voice, look it up. It is, oh my God. That was the voice back in the day. But
I would, if my voice could change, I would shift into Terry Crews and just yell at people. Or Samuel L. Jackson. I would just love to yell motherfucker at people.
Yes.
And get away with it because, I'm rich and I'm famous. If you know what? No, I would shift only under the stipulation my voice changes. If not, then fuck that. I don't want to shift.
I'm not shifting at all. I'm not getting rid of this face.
Could you shapeshift into like anybody you wanted to? Or did it have to be human? That's
any person. It has to be.
What do you want to be that's not human? Like, do you want to be a dog or a cat or something?
Well, I mean, that'd be useful, but of course it'd be just like into any anime, like one of my waifus. Just make tons of money off of that.
Become the waifu.
Dude, yeah, then just make
no.
money
Here's
off
the
of
stipulation.
leads.
You turn into them, but you look like one of those those anime head. They're like helmets, and it actually looks like those things are creepy as hell.
It's like the mask from Courage the Cowardly Dog. That one.
Booga booga booga.
Oh, I forgot what those are called. Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah, you see them at Otakon. Otakon is where they have a group that does that at Otakon. It's like, oh my god, why? Why? That's so creepy.
I never thought there'd be anything scarier than furries, because at least furries are supposed to look like a cartoon animal.
Yeah, furries are
This
cute.
is a half person, half whatever.
Yeah, the anime mask ones. No, I don't like those. Don't like those one bit. We had a couple at Comic Palooza one year. They're really creepy. It's like, yeah. It hits Uncanny Valley. I think that's why.
That happens.
Okay, so next question would be, oh fuck, no, fuck, what I get damn pop-ups. Okay, will you press the button? You can create a very successful Let's Play channel and make a living off of it, but you can only play horror games and you suck at them.
No.
Fuck yeah, I press the button. Have everybody on YouTube make shitty Let's Plays.
Well, there we go. Well, it's kind of, Markiplier. There we go.
I mean, Markiplier sucks at games. I'm sorry to say. So fuck yeah.
That's part of the fun of watching him is he's better than I am, but he's not like uber tier level. I mean, it's not his achievements aren't extreme or anything. He makes me feel better about myself as a player, and he's funny. So that's the thing. But yeah, sure, why not? Although only horror games would probably get boring. Gotta admit.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't play horror games.
Tori.
Well, I played a couple.
Tori, you're making a living off of it. And you're playing video games and just putting them on YouTube. Why?
Because I can't play horror games. I'll give myself a heart attack because I'm a scaredy cat.
Tori, I
won't be able to sleep.
Tori, you can't eat food. You can't drink anything. And you can't do anything else. What are you doing? Please, you have to budge.
Okay, well, it's not going to be for horror games.
Oh my god. Okay, Thomas, would you press the button?
Any other games? Okay.
No, because I'd want to do just different games. I'd want to do other games, not horror.
Okay, that's a valid answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather make a living playing games that I love instead of just shilling for money like that.
I mean, I would shill for money like that if in that scenario.
I mean, if it's good horror games, of course, Silent Hill or any of those games like that. But not like the indie Steam Greenlight games like that that are all buggy and stuff like that. Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, so this is another question. You get unlimited wishes, but every wish you make, someone you love dies.
That wouldn't be very many wishes for me.
There is an easy loop. I would push the button because there's a really easy loophole to that.
Just tell everyone you love them.
Shit.
Do like the Dragon Ball method. It's like, okay, so I killed 4 people I love. All right, 5th wish, bring them all back. There we go.
but wait, no, someone dies still.
True. You would always be short one loved one that way.
I mean, fuck it. Goodbye, Grandpa. I wish my grandpa was dead. What now, Genie? What are you gonna do?
Take Grandpa and someone else.
No, not them. No, I mean the easy loophole is just to wish that everyone you love was immortal. Then who's he gonna kill?
That's true.
I mean,
I said,
okay. The thing is, he would put the loophole is that they're functionally immortal, but not completely immortal. So it's oh yeah, they wouldn't get hurt and stuff, but they'd still. Or no, the other way around. Where if nothing hurts them, then they're immortal. They won't age and stuff. But if they get shot to the head, well, too bad, they died.
Well, that's not my fucking fault if they're getting shot in the head. What do you want me to fucking do?
Or it could be they're immortal, but the genie could make them essentially vegetable. And it's just
oh.
Okay. I mean,
and pulling the plug won't do anything. They'll always still be that faint.
Okay,
beep, beep, beep.
You know what? I am willing to take that chance to get really good boots. I mean, fuck it. I just want a really nice pair of boots. I'm sorry if you just happen to become a vegetable, but you know, I get my boots. As selfish as it sounds, I want some nice boots in my life.
It's going to be on the news. Well, it seems as though there's a lot of people in the hospital today that are catatonic.
Because of Jonathan Lopez's wish.
But on other news, look at these boots.
Man opens successful boot chain.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do. Or if not, I'd be like, I want or even that, or just wish for, or I would make a wish that none of my wishes have negative consequences, and then like there you go. I don't know. There's an easy way around this wish. I feel.
I feel like you'd have to define negative.
You'd have to get a lawyer, like a wish lawyer, in this situation.
I mean, where am I gonna find one?
A wish lawyer?
I mean, I'd have to call the Weinstein brothers and like send them an appointment. sounds like a pain. It sounds like a pain in the ass.
See, I wouldn't press the button then.
I mean, then I'd have to pay them, and you know what? Fuck that. I would wish that I loved my lawyers and that they would be the first ones to die, so I wouldn't have to pay them after I get a solution on how to.
Yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. Is it going in order of like who you love most, or is it going like by age? Like, will it take the older loved ones first?
Oh no! I mean, I would make it so that I could love them and that they would die first after I get the answer to beat the wish, and then make the wish.
Yeah, you know, you just griff at it. Just find some guy that's just a really great lawyer, and just build a relationship, and just say that, you know what, you're awesome, you're precious, and they're like, oh, thank you, and you buy him gifts every now and then when the time comes, you know, you make your wish, and then he's gone.
or your first wish is you wish that you lost the ability to love. And so you can't love anyone, so no one can die because you don't love them.
That's horrible.
Well, I would generally assume if you don't have anyone left you love, you can't make any more wishes. That's how I would kind of.
Well, no, but it says you get unlimited wishes.
Right, but someone you love dies. So if no one you love can die, then I would assume that the wish would then not happen. Like it has to exact its price in order to trigger. Like you got to pay the mana cost in order to summon the creature.
I mean, you could always wish. You could always make a wish that if they die, they go to heaven or paradise. I mean, that would be fair. like Mom. I know, Mom. Mom. I need you to listen to me, Mom. I need you to just stop crying for a second and understand.
I need these boots.
I know, no, Mom, it's not about the boots. Dad got the result of the boots. Dad died because of the boots. But listen, I'm gonna make this all better. I'm gonna make a wish that you go to heaven. I should have thought about that when Dad died, but you know. But I swear, it's not about the boots.
There's blood on your boots, John.
There's blood on my boots, and it's my dad's. But I swear, I'm going to make this all better. Mom, what I need now is a really fine-ass coat. So I'm going to make a wish to this genie that you go to heaven, and then I'm going to wish for the coat. Sorry, Grandpa.
Now, you could try word substitution and be like, so instead of death, how about we just wish has a pie? You know, so
wish hamburger time.
A pie.
Like, oh, you never saw Metalocalypse Hamburger Time? They don't. It's like, oh, it doesn't sound uncomfortable. Why can't we just call it Hamburger Time?
I don't remember. Wow, it's been a while since I've watched Metalocalypse.
It was the one where they all need to get a checkup, and they thought, oh, okay, well, to be healthy, our insides need to be clean. Well, bleach cleans things, so let's all drink bleach.
Okay, so I got this is the last question for the night. So this is another shape-shifting question. You can turn into any animal and back to a human whenever you want, no limitations. But you can't have sex anymore while you're human.
That
Huh.
makes for some interesting dates.
Tori, you get the first one on this one. You get the first answer because I'm not gonna touch that one. The 5-foot pole.
Wait, does it have to be the same animal?
Wait, what? Tori?
No, I don't mean as a partner. I mean like, okay, because I want to turn into a hyena. But do I always have to turn it into a hyena, or
No,
can
you
I
can turn it. You can turn it into any animal and back to human whenever you want. Just no limitations. But you can't. But you can't fucky the bucky.
You can't do that as a human, should say.
Oh man, it would have been. This would be so helpful if I was in the furry fandom when I was younger, but I was not. Because then it'd be like, oh, that's okay. I wanted tigers anyway.
Tori,
But I'm going to press the button, and I'm going. This is going to come in my favor because when I have children, I'm going to be a species. I'm going to be a species that has a wide enough birth canal so that it doesn't hurt. Because that's the give and take. Humans can walk, but childbirth hurts.
Wait, how are you going to have kids?
With the other animal.
Ew.
It said you can't have sex as a human anymore, but I'm going to be a human. I'm going to be an animal, and then, animals mate, so have my animal mate, and I have whatever animal I am as babies.
Ew.
So I'd still have a family, I just wouldn't have a human family.
Ew. I don't know how to react to that one. Thomas? What do you...
I'm effectively out of this conversation. I just love how casual. I was like, oh no, I'll just have an animal family and just no worries about it.
I don't
just how the quick of acceptance.
I don't feel
of the whole situation.
Thinking about this question now, I read it casually and I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with this question.
Aw.
This question is really weird because either you're a furry or not.
Well,
you're a furry or you're celibate.
There's a third option. Because I got 2 words for you.
What?
Sir Stallion.
No.
Oh, God.
What? No. Fuck it. No. John.
It said no restrictions. So that means minotaurs are totally on the table.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Minotaurs or centaurs are what you want.
No, or centaurs. Yeah, well, centaurs are a little too horsey for me. Minotaurs are a little more anthro. But
you still can't have... Okay, but that means you have to fuck another centaur.
Or satyr.
No, the rule says you can't have sex as a human.
So you're telling me as a centaur, you're gonna mount up on a human?
How much?
I mean, mythologically.
I'm guessing not a lot.
How much mythology have you read?
Yeah,
I've read plenty.
Okay, Minotaur x human totally happens.
Oh.
So basically, like,
that's why I said
Professor and I are looking for the loopholes. It's like, well, it looks like we're just gonna have to be animals when we do this. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So I'll just be the overfiend. There we go. Tentacle monsters, totally acceptable.
Okay, if it's mythical animals, then yeah, I'd press the button.
Turn into any. Can I be a cat girl?
You can't be a
cat. Yeah.
Mm.
Can I be a cat girl so that we at least it makes some sense?
That works.
I still don't want to push the button, but if I have to make sense of this, I would. But fuck me, man. Really? Y'all push the button?
Yeah, no, we're gonna press the button.
I wouldn't say I would push the button necessarily. I'm just saying,
smash the button.
I just like thinking of funny loopholes around this.
I know. I'm like, I can handle this.
I'm not a huge fan of shapeshifting into animals, so I'd probably pass, honestly.
Man, this episode.
But if you're an animal, you have no responsibilities. Like, how many responsibilities does a dog have?
Yeah, but they have short lifespans. I don't know.
Well, then after 11 years of being a dog, turn into a tortoise.
I don't know. Nature is brutal. I'm not a big fan of nature.
You know what, guys? I think we should just give this an end because this podcast took a really weird turn that I'm not comfortable talking about anymore because somehow along the lines we started diving into the world of furries, and this is just weird.
Okay. Yeah, this is not Zootopia. Okay.
Stop. Okay, everybody. This has been the Communicast. You can check us out on twitter.com/blacknapple101 or on Facebook at thecommunicast.com. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, subscribe. Doing this really helps us out. I do want to make a small declaration. If at 50 subs, I will make an announcement about the podcast that will benefit everybody. So I'm just saying it could be a big giveaway, but I won't announce anything until we hit 50. On that note, I do want to thank some people at the con I met who were really cool enough to give me their cards and, just throws a picture to them. I do want to thank Polynite Games for Interspace, Level 2 VR or SAVR, Vidya Games, whose quote was adults acting like children playing some games. What was the other card I had? This person was actually really neat too. It's Jessie Arntz. She, I think it's a she because there was a girl who gave me this card, unless this is a guy. She is a leatherworker and costume designer. She had a really cool, awesome outfit for I think it was Sub-Zero that she made out of all leather, and it looked legit. And for the best card I got to this day, God Hates Charades by Mr. Helton. All links will be put up on the video below. Ryan, I'll take care of that. And on that note, anything else you got to say, guys?
Please check out Ice Brass Revolution at aesbrassrevolution.com. As I said, we had some good networking. Got a lead on some good game developer sites, so might see me out and about a bit more. Also looking for an art director. Not hiring immediately, but if you are interested, please send me an email, aesbrass@gmail.com. Looking for someone fairly reliable and steady, which excludes most artists, sadly. At least the artists I know. Love you guys.
Professor, I got you covered on that one. I'll send you some info.
Okay, thank you. But we are finally looking to maybe expand our little troupe here a little bit. So that'll be good. I'll see you all at UshiCon this weekend in Round Rock. Please come on by. I'm doing 2 panels, which I'm finally returning back to panelists. I've got What is Steampunk at 10 a.m. on Saturday and Tabletop Game Design 1 p.m. on Sunday at UshiCon. I'll be, hopefully I will have my new mic. I will record them, and hopefully they will be posted so you guys can listen to my madness.
And since Ryan was not talking tonight, I will say please check him out on twitch.tv/Silverfist91. He streams Ark, and it's funny. And his birthday's coming up soon, so please check out his Twitch stream. He'll provide info when that comes up. Please get him drunk. He said something about donation shots. I don't know, but the more drunk he gets, the more power he has. So, yeah. On that note, guys, y'all have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.